Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Kayla Lashay and today we are going to be super up close and personal. This video will be very chill, but this video will teach you how to do your makeup in, I'd say, less than 10 minutes. I think the instructions will be super easy to follow. So without any further ado, we are going to get straight into it. So when I start my makeup, I always start with my brows first, okay? So when you're picking out your brow products, you always want to get something that is not too dark, and you don't want it to be too light either. You want it to be just right. And I always make sure that I have a nice brow brush that I can apply my product with. I always use brow pomade. I always get me a nice angled brush that helps me to easily apply. So today I am going to be using my NYX brow brush. As you can see, it has the angled side right here and it has the brush side right here. First thing you're going to do is brush your brows. I usually brush mine up and out. So I just start right here in the front, go up and out like so. And then I do the same thing on the other side. And that's it. So today I will be using the Morphe brow pomade in the color Java. I'm going to take my angled side of the brush and I'm just going to lightly tap on the inside. I don't want to pick up too much product because I don't want, like I said, my brows to be too dark. Sometimes I like to pinch my brush a little bit just so it can have that super sharp look to it. And what you're going to do is outline your brows first. So I like to start underneath my brow and kind of create that brow shape. This is super important when you don't have your brows done. It's so much harder to do your brows when they aren't done, but I'm gonna show you how to finesse it, okay? So the loose hairs, you're just gonna ignore. I'm going to start right under here. Here, we're gonna start here. And we're gonna brush super lightly. Like I said, we don't want dark brows. But you're just gonna go ahead and follow that shape of your brow. Just like that. And you should end up with something that looks like that. And I'm going to bring my tail down just a little bit more. I try to have my tail to meet up right here at the corner of my eye, and as you can see, it's pretty much there. I don't want to bring it down too far. After you do that, you're going to go ahead and outline the top part of your brow. And I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And then as you see, I ended up with a more clean brow shape than what it was before. That's sort of like what the before looks like. So after you outline the top part of your brow, I am going to fill in the spots in my brow that aren't as full. And then once we get to the top part, I'm going to feather up to make little strokes so that it's not too dark. You want your brows to have like a gradient effect. You don't want it to be dark all the way through, okay? So I'm just gonna go ahead and fill in right now. Make sure you are very light with this You want the product to stick, but you do not, like I said, want it too dark. And that's perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and fill in this little spot right here. And I'm just going with the way that I brushed my brows. Gonna fill that in. And then I'm going to do those small strokes that I was telling you guys about in the front of my brow. Oop, I almost dropped my mirror. But I'm gonna go ahead and do that right here, just like this. And then after you do that, make sure you blend out everything. So just take your brush through the entire brow. So that the product is evenly distributed throughout. And that is pretty much perfect. This is exactly what you want it to look like before you take that concealer and carve your brows out. I'm gonna go ahead and fill in the other side. Next, you are going to take your concealer. So for the top of my brows, I like to do a concealer that matches exactly with my skin tone, and then underneath I like to do a concealer that is like what you use to highlight your face with, right? So I use this brush right here to carve out my brows. I'm not exactly sure what this brush is called, but it's just like a regular flat brush, I guess you would say. For the top part of my brows, I use the HD Concealer and Foundation by Kiss in the color Toffee. It looks like this. And I use that for the top. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of that on the back of my hand. The color looks like this. Nope, actually, let's start with the lighter color first. For the lighter color, I use the Instant Age Rewind Concealer by Maybelline, and I use the color, let's see, Light Honey. So when you apply your concealer, you want to put it on there so that you get the coverage you need. I'm gonna give you guys an example so you can better understand what I'm saying. I'm sorry, I'm picking with my lashes. So when you are placing the concealer on your skin, you want to go right underneath what you outlined. So I am going to go right here. And follow the brow shape as close as possible. I do want to let you guys know that it is okay if you don't have them perfect, okay? Brows are supposed to be sisters. We know this, not twins. So similar, but not the exact same. So boom, that's the first brow. So what I was talking to you guys about, placing the concealer underneath and not dragging, you see those little streaks on here? It looks as if it's not as pigmented as the rest is, so you want to just go ahead and fill that color in. And I just kind of messed up, but that's okay. I can go back and fix that. And then I'm just going to do the same for the other side. I'm going to take that darker color that I told y'all about before, and I'm going to go ahead and carve out the top part of my brow, just in case you didn't hear me. I start like right here, like about right there. Right there. And then I'm just gonna follow my brow shape as close as possible. And just like that. Then what I'm gonna do afterwards is bring the concealer up just a little bit. And that's what your brows should look like when you're finished, okay? And we are done with brows. I know we look crazy, but that is okay. So after I do that, believe it or not, we are so close to being done. So with a lighter concealer, that's gonna be your highlights of your face, right? So underneath the eyes, you're gonna go in this area because that is the part of your forehead that's like the more outward part. And then you're going to go on the bridge of your nose. That's the more outward part of your nose. And I go right underneath here and I go here when I highlight with my lighter color. So I'm just going to go ahead and quickly apply this. I'm going to go ahead and apply that now. And just like I told you guys, you don't want your concealer streaky on your eyebrows. It's the same for your face as well. You don't want it streaky. Apply it so that you know the product is there. The bridge of my nose, like I said, so I'm putting that here. I'm putting it right here. In this area. And then right here on my chin. And then under the eye. And I like to do that in a small area because when you blend, all of this stuff is going to move to exactly where it needs to be, I promise. So I literally just put some right here. You know that we contour the face too. So I'm going to go ahead and contour. What I use for my contour color is the Fenty Beauty in the number 445. This is going to go on the outer part of your forehead, right underneath your cheekbones. I'm going to go ahead and place it there. And I just, you know, lightly place this here. Yeah, so I just suck my face like this, and that's the perfect guideline for where it needs to be. So I'm gonna see how my face sunk in right there. You know that's where your contour needs to meet up at. So I literally just put it right here, and then lately I've been bringing my contour down like this. And then, yep, I'm just going to drag it down like this. Well, I follow my jawline and then I go ahead and place it underneath the lip. So I'm going to do that now. I'm gonna, I'm sorry, follow my jawline just like that. And then I'm gonna do the same for the other side. I'm so sorry, y'all. But yep, just like that. And oh, we cannot forget this, because if you want your nose to be snatched, honey, this is essential. You're going to take your concealer and go right on the outside of where you put your highlighting concealer. Okay, so I'm just going to follow the sides of my nose just like that. And it's a lot of product right there, so I didn't bring it all the way down. Same on the other side. See that? Just like that. And then for the places that are empty, you're just going to take your regular concealer color. I meant your regular foundation color. Please don't get that mistaken. Not your concealer color, but your regular foundation color. The color that I used, the top part, to carve those brows out, I'm going to put that same color everywhere else. Right here, I like to put it. And like I said, make sure you have enough product. Make sure you have enough to, like I said, if you're trying to get a full coverage look, you're getting that full coverage look. So I'm just going in, filling in the empty spaces. Once you start blending everything out, I promise you it's going to come out exactly the way it's supposed to. So yep, I'm putting it right there. And then I'm also going to put some right here in these areas. Just like that. And this is what your face should look like. Super crazy. But once we get to blending, honey, y'all gonna be like, I look good. So for my blending brush, I use this Mary Kay brush. I use brushes because beauty blenders, they absorb. And sure enough, they're absorbing the product clean off your face. So I prefer a brush. If you prefer a beauty blender, that's fine, but this is what I like to use. I'm going to start with my brow first. And then once the brows are done, you're going to blend from the inside of your face, meaning this area, to the outside. Oh, before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and take some of that foundation color that I had, and I'm going to put it on my lid as well, because for me, especially with a look like this, I don't like for my lids to be all white. I like for my lids to have that gradient effect. So I just go ahead and put some in these areas right here too, okay? I'm just going to start with the lid first. And we're just going to blend this in. Notice how I'm patting and not dragging. It's still the same thing. You want to blend it, you want to carry the product on your face, but you don't want to drag it. You don't want it to be streaky. So I'm just literally like patting and blending, patting and blending. And I'm literally going to do this for my entire face. Once this part is done, I'm telling y'all, see how I put some of that product in my brow. I hate that. But once this is done, yeah, you're gonna have a seamless makeup look, I promise. So yep, doing the same on the other side. Blending, blending, blending. Like so. And then once I'm done here, what I'm going to do is go ahead and do the eyebrow. I'm at my forehead, so I'm going to start inward and go outward. So just like this. I'm gonna take that product, move it around, and I'm simply just patting, just like how you would pat with a beauty blender. You're literally going to do the same thing for your brush. So I'm patting, and you see how that gradient is happening? That's exactly how you want your makeup to look, because it looks like you highlighted, right? And you see that natural color, your regular foundation color coming in. And then once you get outward, your contour is going to be blended in. And when I blend from my forehead, I like to bring it down into my eyebrows as well. So, yep, blending up, up, up. That foundation color is now blended. Now the contour color is going to be intact. Just like that. I know y'all see me blending my hair. That blonde turning to brown real quick. But oh my gosh, you see how, do you see that? Y'all see that? I'm telling y'all, this is the trick. This is the trick. This is the trick. And then from here, I'm gonna go ahead and, first of all, let me go back through this because that was creasing up a little bit. Go here. And then I'm going to go now on my nose area and then bring that contour up through my eyelid. So I'm just going to start here first with my nose. And we're just patting away, patting away. I know you see that mix up, but that's okay. Just keep patting, just keep patting. See it? Because it's going to come together. That's one thing. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this contour and, like I said, brush it through the side of my nose up into my lid. And when I do that, this part, I definitely do drag sometimes. Like this, yeah, I definitely do that. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. If y'all feel like that helps you too, by all means, do it, do it, do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Y'all know that about that. But boom, just like that. Keep blending, honey. If something don't look right, something looks like spotty or splotchy, just keep blending and I promise it's gonna come together the way it's supposed to. Look at it already. I'm gonna go back, put some more light right here. By doing that, I'm literally just spreading the product that was already there. And then I'm just gonna go back on the side right here, pat away, and drag it just like I did the other side. So I'm patting from the side of the nose into the lid a little bit, and then I'm just gonna drag just like this. And then we just gonna keep patting and blending, patting and blending, patting and blending. So we got our forehead done, we got our nose done. Now we're going to work underneath the eyes. I like to turn my brush upside down and use the more blunt side and not like this little free edge. We say it's a free edge. And I'm just gonna keep blending. So right underneath the eye. And then I'm gonna bring this out just like that. So I'm right underneath the eye. I'm not taking this too far. This doesn't need to go too far. It's right where it is mainly where it needs to be. This highlight color needs to be right there underneath your eyes. So yep, we're patting. You see that? Do it just like this, and don't bring that highlight color up where you did the contour at. Keep that separate. But yep, pat just like that. We're gonna do the same for the other side. We're just gonna pat away, pat away, pat away, pat your life away, honey. Tap, tap, tap. Not too much dragging. See that? And now we're going to work on this contour. This is like one of my favorite parts. Oh my gosh, because I love how snatched contouring makes you look. When I do blend out my contour though, I love to bring it up and around the face just to bring back some of that color. And then I also like to blend in the area that it's already in, but bring it up so that I'm lifting those cheekbones a little bit more. I'm literally just giving my face like a snatched look. So I'm just tapping like so. And sometimes I like to go in circular motions as well. But when you're going in circular motions, stay in the area that the contour is in. Or circle up, like I said, to bring it up. You definitely don't want your contour to go down. It's going to make your face look... I don't even know what it's going to make your face look like. Just know you don't want it, I promise you. But just blend that up. Pat away. Just don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. See? Just like that. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. Pat, 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 swirl, swirl, swirl. Bring it up. Bringing color back into the face. And I know I said blend up, but don't blend it up so far that you're losing that highlight in your face too. You want to keep that. You don't want to lose it. But I promise you, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. Now, starting right here, and we're going to blend out all that color, that regular foundation color that we have. And like I said, I'm just patting, blending that regular foundation color. Make sure you're getting in all the cracks and crevices. I'm going to blend out right here. And then, like I said, I'm going to take that blunt, just like how I did for underneath the eyes, I'm going to take that blunt side and pat this so that this free edge is not moving that product anywhere it doesn't need to be. See how when I did it this way, that free edge moved that product up? I don't want that product to go too close to where that contour is. So I'm doing it with the blunt side. And then the perk to blending with one brush is that you got a little bit of all the products that you're using on that one brush. So it's going to make your blending a little bit easier. But like I told you guys, I'm literally just patting my life away. And lastly, we have the rest of that foundation color. We're not dragging it down to our neck fold. This is a quick tutorial, but you do want to make sure your entire face, that includes right here, is covered. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna go ahead and get this side right here. And I'm bringing that foundation color up just a little bit into that contour because my contour blended a little too far down for my liking. But yep, and then I'm gonna go ahead and blend this circular motions, but not going up like we did it on the cheeks, going down, because like I said, you don't want it to be too muddled. You want your concealer and foundation placement to be and look intentional. So just like that, and then I'm gonna do the same on the other side. So I'm just blending, 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 blending down, blending down, blending down, blending down. And y'all, look how good we look. I mean, like, oh my gosh, this is how it's supposed to be. But I'm just gonna go back all over and pat out these areas just one more time, just so I can blend everything in place. So boom, just like that. And you got your whole face done without taking your time out to do concealer first, highlight next, contour next. You blended everything into place. So next, for me, this step is super, super important. To some of y'all, it may not, and I'm gonna tell you why. Right now, I'm about to powder my face. So I'm using the Maybelline Mineral Power Finishing Veil in the color Translucent. So that means no matter the skin tone, this powder is perfect for you. And I actually love this powder because, you know, flashback is always an issue when we're taking pictures and we have powder. Sometimes it can bring that ghost look to your face. We don't want that. For my girls with oily skin, right, powder is important. And along with the powder, the baking is even more important because it keeps our face matte for longer. It keeps our makeup in place for longer as well. For my girls who have drier skin, you may not even need to powder your face. And if you do, you definitely don't need to bake because you don't want your makeup to look flaky, right? I literally use the exact same brush, y'all. I'm telling you, for blending purposes, it just makes everything seamless. Put powder in the brush, tap out some of it on the back of my hand to get the excess off. And I'm gonna place that in my super oily spots. For me, it is right underneath the eyes, basically my T-zone, but right underneath the eyes, my nose. I'm gonna put a little bit right here and some right here. And I'm also gonna powder where my face creases up the most. So when I smile, I have smile lines, right? I don't want smile lines with my makeup, so I'm going to powder that so that it eliminates some of the creasing. And it's the same for underneath the eyes as well. You see my under eye is like super creasy. I'm gonna go ahead and apply this powder because I don't want my makeup to move. I'm going under the face first. I'm going to look up so that I can pack that powder in those creases. Just like this. Look up. Pat that powder in. Do not drag the powder, y'all. Pat it in. Okay, you want whatever oils or creams that's in your foundations and your concealer, you want that powder to soak it all up. And I'm going to do the same for the other side. I'm going to look up, pat it in, and I'm not going to take it off immediately. I told you guys, because I need to bake. I have very, very oily skin. I'm gonna go ahead and put that, keep patting away, just like how you did everything else. Underneath the eyes, boom. Now I'm going to go up on the forehead because I get oily there as well. Going right here so I can bake. I'm bringing this down the nose. A lot of people like to powder their brows as well. Me personally, I don't, but whatever is left over, I do brush into my brows. I'm gonna go just like this. Put some of that powder here and put my tongue on the inside where my smile lines are so I can get all that powder in the creases where it would want to crease at. So just like this, and pat away. Just like that. And that's it. I'm gonna let this sit for a minute. And after I'm done with that, I'm gonna take my Mary Kay powder brush and I'm gonna brush all that powder away. After I do that, with the powder, I may lose a little color from my face. It may look a little different, so I'm gonna add some of that color back by bronzing, and then we'll go from there. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe my nose ring because when I do my makeup, it gets dull, but we gotta bring that bling back, baby. All right, after bronzing, blush is next. I like to take my blush, put it on the apples of my cheeks, and bring it into that contour a little bit. It just gives that nice, warm, like sun-kissed look, you know? So, you know, you gotta smile. That's where the blush is gonna be. And then, like I said, I bring it into my contour as well. So, right here. And then the blush that I'm using is from e.l.f. I think it's the medium shade. I'm using that darker pink. So, just like that. Just like this. And I love blush, y'all. But I promise it's going to be blended out the way it's supposed to. So yeah, I even put some on my forehead. And then I'm just going to blend this out right here into my contour just like that. See how it gives you just that, oof. Sun-kissed look, it just looks so good. Oh gosh, it's everything. And I just blend it just blend it how you do everything else. Just like that. It's a lot more pigmented on this side, but honestly, y'all, I'm not too mad at it. It don't look too bad. Boom. And then I also like to put a little bit on my nose just to give me that darling sweetheart look. Put it right here, blend it out, put some more, blend it out, just like that. There you go, visible but not overbearing. After we're done with blush, we're gonna go in with our highlight. I am going to be highlighting with my choice of shimmer shades out of that same Morphe palette. I usually use these two up here, and then I also dabble in that one as well. It gives me that like, that shimmer sun-kissed look that I love. And I'm gonna highlight on the higher parts of the outward parts of my face. When I say outward, I don't mean like the outside parts. I mean the parts of your face that are closer to the outside than other parts. So the tip of my nose is closer to the camera than the inner corner of my eyes. You get what I'm saying? So I'm taking that highlight and I'm putting it right here in between that contour and where the highlight color meets, and I bring it up a little bit just like that. And then I love to put it like right underneath my brow bone, a little bit on my forehead, on my nose, and on the bridge of my nose. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that now. That looks so good. Oh my gosh. I gave up highlighting for a while, y'all, but I don't know why I did. It literally just looks so good. All right. After I do that, I'm going to go ahead, take some mascara, put that on my lashes. I will be applying lashes for this look, but mascara is good for blending. And when you put them on your bottom lashes, it just kind of ties the look together. It gives you that, you know, I care that I have bottom lashes, because a lot of people don't. This mascara is the Rocket Volume Express by Maybelline. And the brush on this mascara is just really good, to be completely honest. I'm just gonna brush that lightly through the top, my top lashes, because like I said, I will be putting lashes on for this look. Just like that. And then I'm gonna put them on my bottom lashes. Yes. Oh my gosh, I love the way that looks, y'all. I honestly feel like bottom lashes is my favorite part. That's just the way I feel. It looks so good. That, just like that, just like that. Like, yes, touch my cheekbones, please. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep, let's go ahead. I'm sorry, I'm ODing, but I can do that. Bam. The lips, the lips, the lips. Another one of my favorite parts. I love a dark brown too, like a super light nude. I am using Eben's 24-hour Vivid Shine Lip Gloss. And I'm putting that on the inside of my lips. Just like this. Y'all see that? Mm, 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 mm. That's just everything to me. Yep, just like that. And I know it looks crazy right now. Y'all like, girl, your lips too big for that light behind lipstick. I know. But watch how we finesse it though. I know. Yep, just like that. And then for my darker lip shade, I am using NYX Suede matte lipstick in the color Cold Brew, and it looks just like this. The color just looks exactly like the heart on the front. Put that bad boy up, and I'm gonna line my lips with this. I'm not sure if I like how peachy that looks. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this more cream color lipstick that I have. Lipstick is the same NYX Suede. It's just in the color Dainty Days. Y'all, I'm gonna apply these lashes off camera. I forgot to put some highlighter underneath my brows, so I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna come back to y'all with the finished look. All right, girlies, this is the final look. Here is my left side, and here is my right side. I honestly had so much fun making this video with you guys. I hope you guys learned everything that you need to know so that you can become a pro makeup artist on the first try. If you have any other questions, just comment down below and I'll be glad to answer you guys. Until the next time.